Okay, what we looking at here today is one of my favorites, and this is wild thistle. So again, that's wild thistle. Thistle has a number of uses, number of amazing uses. As you can see, it has small barbs going all the way down the length of the long, slender leaves. This particular variety right here is yellow thistle. If you can see underneath the leaves, the spine, the purplish color on the stem, the purplish color on reddish color on the spines, the spines of the leaves, that is, and all of the leaves are covered with interweaving spines along the edges. This particular plant is one of its main uses is liver detoxification. This particular thistle plant that we have here today, unfortunately I could only find two. One of them I secured for myself here. So far I could only find two so far this year close to me, and the other one I got so we can show you how to take it apart, get to the stem, how to dress the leaves for consumption. So this one is for y'all, this one is for me. Alright. The whole plant can be ingested. You remove the spines and the spikes with a knife, as I'll show you later. If you happen to get the spines or the spikes stuck in your fingers for any reason, you can soak your hand in warm Epsom salt, and that should take them right out. The large leaves, for the most part, you know, this is a pretty young plant, but when it's in flower, which this one is not in flower yet, the leaves will be much larger, and they're probably going to require you to cook them because they're going to be very tough. The stalk can be peeled and eaten. Also has very high water content and has a texture that's very similar. It's a top view there. The texture is very similar to celery, although it doesn't taste very much like celery. It's much milder taste. The flower heads, once the flower heads form, they'll form right out of the top here, as we can see, and they'll be full of bulbs, small bulbs that would eventually become flowers, and then the flowers will produce seeds. The seeds contain the highest amount of the toxin fighting compound. That's what would make up your thistle tea that you would find in the health food stores. That's comprised of thistle seed, not so much thistle leaf, but the whole plant contains the toxin fighting compound. Thistle, you know, we're gonna give you some facts about this thistle plant here. Like I say, it's one of my favorites because it's one of the most studied wild edibles / medicinals out there. It's one of the most researched plants on earth. It's been used for maybe over 2,000 years now to treat liver disease, clear the liver of toxins that may be damaging the liver. It contains the antioxidant flavonoid called silymarin. The highest concentration of this particular compound is in the seeds. You know, as I said before, this compound has been found by modern science to greatly promote kidney and spleen protection. As for the liver and gallbladder, it's a powerful protection that helps to reduce the harmful influences of virus such as hepatitis C. It reduces the inflammation to the liver that's caused by hepatitis C. Industrial toxins, alcohol and drug abuse, and prescription drug use. All of these things heavy wear and tear on the liver, and this prevents the inflammation that those particular substances cause. Let's see here. The active compound, it protects the liver. The way that it protects the liver is by preventing the toxins from entering the cells of the liver. In addition, it stimulates protein synthesis, promoting formation of new cells. It promotes new cell regeneration, which we all want. It acts as an antioxidant while inhibiting inflammatory enzymes. The liver gets protection from the thistle by reducing inflammation caused by hep C, and helps cirrhosis of the liver from alcohol abuse by softening the cells of the liver. When you get cirrhosis of the liver, what it does, it causes the hardening of the liver, and this promotes the softening of those cells in the liver. So you're going to benefit from that if you're suffering from cirrhosis of the liver. All right, let's see where we are here. It is also good for the gallbladder because it increases the bile flow, which reduces the inflammation to the gallbladder and promotes the gallbladder to expel stones that are small enough to pass on their own, so that you don't get built up in inflammation. And if you ever known anyone that's had gallstones, it's a painful condition. Research shows that in a study, we're gonna give you some. I'll give you a little scholarship today. It's a study. The research shows in a study that workers that had been exposed to toxic vapors for 5 to 20 years, working in industrial plants and things in that type of environment, were given an extract made from thistle, and the other half were given a placebo for 30 days. The workers that took the extract showed improvement in liver function tests and platelet count versus the placebo group, which didn't show any improvement in either of those categories. Also, in a 2009 study published in the Journal of Cancer, shows that thistle showed promising effects in reducing the liver damaging effects of chemotherapy in a study of 50 children. Also, the efficiency of 30 different studies were analyzed in a retrospective study of 205 cases of death cap mushroom poisoning. Folks being poisoned by eating poisonous mushrooms. The study indicated that the liver damage from death cap mushroom poisoning can be greatly reduced when the administration of thistle silibin, thistle infused with silibin also, begins within 48 hours of poisoning. So it's also good at saving people from people that have eaten poison mushrooms. It's helped them survive the ordeal. Other uses for thistle include helping to lower cholesterol, reducing insulin resistance in type 2 diabetes, reducing cancer cells in the breast, the cervix, and prostate cancer. It helps with narcotic withdrawal, especially in the earliest, most acute stages of drug withdrawal. This will help ease the symptoms, and it also helps to heal gastric ulcers. So, like I said, this is one of my most favorite plants. Next, we're gonna show you how to prepare this plant for consumption. We can only go so far today as showing you how, because we don't have any flowers. All right. First, what you would want to do is you want to remove the leaves from the stem. Like I said, this is a very young plant, and very young plant. This is the stem. All you need to do is remove the leaves, and you can consume just as it is. A fully mature plant, the stem would be much larger, but you can soak this in some vinegar, give it some salt and pepper, and you'll be good to go. The leaves are a little bit more complicated. What you would want to do, let's get a fully formed leaf here. What you would want to do with the leaf, of course, a mature plant, it would be much bigger. You take a knife, you trim off the edges. It's a little tedious, but you want to trim off the edges here These edges need to be trimmed off with a knife, and then you can consume the leaf. All you need to do is cut off the pricks and the barbs that are on the leaf, which it'll be much bigger when it's a mature plant, and then we can consume them. Coming to the end of our presentation here on thistle. So again, this is a better specimen here. This is my personal specimen for this year. So wish y'all peace and black power, and go out and find you some thistle. It's very beneficial. Thank you.